What is up everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Nico and today we are going to go through how I recorded a sample pack. I think the first step before actually recording samples is figuring out what narrative your sample pack is going to follow. For example, this sample pack I recorded, which will be used for a special project under Dtuned Records, had a narrative of this broken aux cable. So I kind of recorded a few samples like that, and that's where the recordings started. I had this aux cable that plugs from my speakers, and I just fiddled around with it, tapped my thumb on it to create some rhythms. And this probably isn't the best thing, but I was unplugging it and plugging it back into a jack that sits in my sound card. And then I also would like rub it around and get all these different textures. The whole idea is to get some variation because a broken aux chord kind of sounds the same. So in this case, I try to get some humming noises, some crackles, and a whole bunch of, as I said, different variation. Another thing that I used to draw a lot of samples from was actually just using my hands on this table. And also just trying to draw different textures from the same wood. So open palm and hitting the table using fingers, and then using literally the tips of your fingers, and then also rubbing it. Some of them sound like this. And then I decided to go on a little walk, and I recorded the rest of the samples using my phone and not a mic anymore. I also ended up at a coffee shop, which I recorded some background noise with. And there was a cool little beep that came through somewhere in the background there, and I made that its own sample as well. After getting general samples, I had this vocal idea that came to me. There's a broken aux on the downplay. Get these clicks. Aux on the get these clicks on. The next thing I did is load all the recordings into Ableton, and then from there I try to identify ones that I felt could be in the sample pack and would suit the kind of broken aux. There is a balance between the whole rhythm and melodic side of things, but for this I gave a lot of effects and a lot of rhythms. The reason being because we wanted this project to guard the intuition of the creators and not necessarily be the intuition. Another thing was also warping the hand taps just slightly to get it more in time. And then I also fiddled around with different rhythms and different recordings. The next step was post-production, which was cleaning up the samples, making them a little bit crisper, adding some effects. Didn't go too crazy in terms of creativity on the samples. That reason being is once you add something and the sample's done and you export it, you can't take it off. So some of the samples have like a reverb or a stereo widener on them. Generally, I try to just clean it up from a technical aspect and not a creativity aspect. The final step of this process after post-production was exporting the samples at the right settings and similar to what I recorded them in. So after it was exported, it was also about renaming it and just putting it neatly in a folder. It's so annoying getting a sample pack and they're not named properly and you don't really know what is what. So I try to just do that as best as I can because I know that when you get the project, it's super nice just to start straight away. That is how I recorded this sample pack. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.